Good morning and warm welcome to all the participants of the this morning session. I have the pleasure of having with us Dr. Murali S. Sir is scientist engineering ICR Central Institute of Fishery Technology, Cochin, Kerala, and the topic chosen by our esteemed guest for deliberation is innovation in fishery engineering. Sir, you are audible as well as visible, and your present your screen is also visible. And you
So,
may start, sir.
thank you, Hamida. Good morning, one and all.
Good morning, sir. I have put on guest controls so that
Okay.
people cannot interrupt. If you want, I can turn microphones on.
Right, no issues.
So you may start, sir.
My slides are visible.
Yes. Yeah, perfect.
So,
Start.
so today I have a session on innovations in fishery engineering. Maybe for another 40 minutes we will have a discussion on this topic. Then subsequently, any doubts are there, we can also have after the session is over, we can have another 5 to 10 minutes. Any queries or doubts, I can able to answer to you. So now, under the innovations in fishery engineering, basically, I am working on a engineering division. So ICAR-CAFT has 7 sections here, and one is engineering division. So we basically work on equipments and instruments dealing with fish processing. So we have a separately fishing technology. So they basically deal with gears, scraps, and nets, fishing vessel design and that. So I am under this innovations in fishery engineering. I am going to only talk about the fish processing side, processing and value addition. Whatever the equipments are required, what we have done it at CAFT. So that I will be dealing with it. So basically, these are the major areas we work. One is on equipment and machinery development. Under that, we are mainly working on design and development of dryers. Basically, the energy efficient, eco-friendly solar fish dryers we are working. Then other major area of our work is on energy and water use optimization techniques for the seafood industries. Then we also work on development of non-destructive portable sensor to assess the fish freshness and quality. In addition, we also work on development of fish vending kiosks, fish descaling machines, fish meat bone separators, aquafeed dispensers, aerators. In addition, we also working on development of electronic gadgets, small gadgets, which helps in harvest and post-harvest technology of fish. Say in the past, under our same division, we have developed a couple of mobile gadgets, electronic devices to assess this water salinity of the seawater, to assess the other parameters, pH and all those things. In addition, we also develop a couple of parameters to get the data on the drying systems, renewable energy monitoring system, solar radiation, weight loss of the material, what is the relative humidity in drying, what is the temperature of drying, and all those stuffs. In fact, it is a old technology. Still, we are continuing with it, and we have developed a couple of things. I will be dealing with it. And at the end, we also deal with future refrigeration systems, not the conventional ones. Now, at present, we are working on a CO2 refrigeration system for the seafood industries. So these are the topics outline. This is the outline on which one by one I will go through. So fish drying is basically in India about 20 to 30% of fish is dried, processed. Either it is dried or processed for export, also for the local consumption. And everybody knows, most of us may be knowing that the fish is dried under unhygienic conditions in the open sun. So this is a easy method, cheap method. So people always go for it. There is no cost is involved. However, the products are always implicated with the poor, bad quality things. That is due to the weather, attack of dust, insects, pests, microbes. Also due to losses. And there is a study which says that when the materials are dried under open sun, especially fish, about 30 to 40% of fish is lost during the process. So to overcome that, what we have done at CAFT is that we have developed solar drying systems. So what is the advantages? It is environmental friendly, economically viable, which enables higher temperature, provides lower relative humidity, helps in improved drying rate, and the final moisture also very less. And always the quality, the product quality will be good in terms of taste, color, and nutrient value. At the end, the time taken for drying over to open sun drying is less. Then what is the drawbacks? We cannot rely on these things during rainy or cloudy days, and it cannot be done during night time also. So to overcome this also, we have developed a couple of things. I will tell you subsequently. Then these dryers are basically a solar dryer in combination of mechanical things. That is, we will have a cabinet, we will have the electrical heating coils, we will have a solar system, we will use it when as and when there is a sufficient sunshine, it will be used as a solar dryer. If not, it will be used as a electrical dryer. That is solar electrical backup system. We also have different backup systems, LPG backup, biomass backup. So these are some of the training programs what we conduct here. So basically in solar dryers, we have a simple structure. You can see it from the top corner that there is a small structure in which the air will be heated. The heated air will move through the trays where we have placed the material and it will go. The basic parts of this drying system is that there is a drying chamber. There will be a solar collector. Also, there will be an air flow system. These three things make the system working perfect. So solar dryers also there are different methods, direct, indirect. There will be mixed and hybrid. Direct means you are directly exposing your material just below the solar collector. In the indirect method, you will have a separate chamber. The air will be heated separately in the collector. Then heated air will go to the drying chamber and it will be done. Mixed mode means you will have both the places under the glass cover as well as in the drying chamber. Hybrid mode means we will have a supporting system, supporting backup system, say heating element will be placed inside. So this what you are seeing on SIPTech technology, this is solar LPG hybrid dryer. And this dryer, in fact, it is installed in Siva Bhubaneswar, ICAR Institute. So how this dryer works, I can tell you. See, this is the same dryer, another version, we have CAFT. So this dryer basically, there is, as I told you, the four parts. Here there is a drying chamber. Top is the collector, solar collector. Then we have a air flow system. There will be inlet outlet. Here we are using a LPG system. LPG, normal gas cylinder, no commercial cylinders are used here. So as and when there is a sufficient sunshine, we have a water as a heating medium. So water here acts as a thermal energy storage system, TES. So when there is a sufficient sunshine, the water gets heated up. The heated water moves into a radiator. When it goes to radiator and comes out, it releases heat to the drying air. This drying air in turn remove the moisture from the product and it goes as a exhaust. So here we have completely automated. We no need to do anything. Only you switch on the system. You keep the material, then things will be done. Once the drying is over, we can stop it and take it. So all things are automated. If any changes in the weather pattern, everything automatically the system will work and then we can get the uniformly dried good quality product. So the other one dryer what you are seeing is the solar electrical dryer. This is a 20 kg dryer. We have developed at CAFT. This is the one installed at Siva Bhubaneswar. So these are the trays you can see in this dryer. It can be kept about 50 to 60 kg up. Fresh fish can be kept. And the drying time is about 6 to 8 hours. If we are going alone for the solar system, it may take 1 or 1.5 days. If we are going for open sun drying for fish, at least 2 to 3 days it will take, at least, if very good sunshine is there. Whereas here we can dry it within 6 to 8 hours. And the dryers are not only for fish, it can be used for any other agricultural materials. Here we have also put up a system to track the sun. And in fact, it is a manual only. We have got also for some preheating, dehumidification system. We have automated all the parameters. In fact, we have a data logger and all the data will be coming to our system. Then this is on 40 kg dryer. Then this is on 5 kg dryer. This is an household model electrical dryer. So other than the solar drying system, we have developed an IR dryer, that is infrared fish dryer. In addition, we have also developed a microwave fish dryer. In the infrared fish dryer, this is basically a Backstreet Dryer. So we have used here the IR bulbs, infrared bulbs we have used. you can see what is the advantages of this dryer is that the drying time is significantly reduced. As I told in the solar hybrid dryers, it takes about 6 to 8 hours. Here the material can be dried within 2 to 3 hours. And also the energy requirement is very less compared to the other mechanical dryers, say solar dryer or other dryers. Compared to IR dryer, the energy requirement is only half. Say we are using their 2 kilowatt for drying about 15 to 20 kg of fish. Here we can be done in 1 kilowatt. So the bulb has to be accordingly we have to fix. And here the exposed area only matters. How much area the bulb occupies, that determines the drying. So accordingly we have to place the bulbs. Then it has to occupy all the areas. Also the distance between the bulb and the tray matters. So as per the IR penetration depth, it comes around 15 to 20 centimeter. So the material has to be placed within that limit. Then only the IR waves will go inside. It will attack the surface, then it will move inside, vaporize the moisture, and then it brings out. Why this is faster? This is the reason. It attacks from outside surface, then the heat moves inside, then the water gets vaporized. Due to vapor pressure difference from outside and inside, the water comes out. And to remove the moisture, we have a assistance, hot air assistance. So the hot air will come and then throw the moisture from the surface. But this is a Backstreet Dryer. About 5 kg of fish can only be dried. So what we have done, we have got a Ministry of Food Processing funding. So now we have developed a pilot scale. About 20 to 25 kg can be dried within 2 hours. It is a continuous, in fact, continuous conveyor belt is there. It will be continuously running, and then we can get one side raw material will be fed, and the other side we can get the dried product. That I will be showing in subsequent slides. Then we also developed a energy efficient, low cost walk-in type solar tunnel dryer. This is a, in fact, we have a couple of dryers on cabinet type, which are costly comparatively. But this tunnel dryer, we are using a polythene sheet of about 200 micron. And this type of dryers, you must have come across somewhere. So this dryer, why we have done, people come here. So we have a setup here. We have a lot of clients for these dryers. And whatever dryers I am dealing, all dryers are in the field already. In fact, throughout the India we are doing. Recently we have supplied to our College of Fisheries also, we have supplied, Srinagar also we have supplied recently. And it is there all over India. So our dryers, some people come with low budget. Some fisher folks, they don't want to invest much. So we have put up a setup here. Anybody comes to CAFT for want of dryer, we have empaneled manufacturing agencies. So we have outside 3 to 4 manufacturing agencies. So they have given already their code. So when anybody comes, we will show the EOA order to them. So they will decide whom they want to take up. And it will be based on CAFT design. They will be fabricating and give it to them. So under this system, somebody comes, we don't want to invest that much, or we don't have that much investment now. So for them, we are giving this semi-permanent structure. So this also works good, provided there won't be any heating backup. It has to be used only when there is a solar sunshine hours. So here, this cost comes around 70,000 rupees. So we have used polythene sheets, polythene films we are using. Then all the structures were made with PVC pipes. So the cost has come down. Then we also have a permanent structure. See, when we say semi-permanent, that cost is 70,000 and it can be dried about 50 kg. Some people say we want a permanent structure of same nature. So what we have done, instead of polythene sheet, we have gone with polycarbonate sheet of 6 mm thickness. So here we have a flooring here with Kadapa tiles. We have all the structures we are doing with aluminum extrusions. Then we are also using a PV panel to power the fans. And here also same issue, we don't have any backup. It can be only used as and when there is a sunshine. So this cost is coming around 1,50,000. That one is costing only 70,000. If somebody interested for 50 kg, it can be given. Otherwise, cabinet type of dryers of same capacity will cost them 3,50,000 rupees. So this, we have a manufacturing agencies with us. So as and when we give a design for bigger capacity also, they are doing. So this is a truck. You can see left side top corner. There is a truck. The truck has been, the old truck has been converted into a dryer. So these are all the collectors are there, and it can be used for all type of product also. So Then we also have a multi-purpose less emission biomass dryer. So here, anybody who works on the dryer may be aware that the one of the biggest drawback with the biomass dryer is that you may not be able to control the drying temperature. How much the biomass you are feeding inside and burning, that much heat will come out. So as of now, we don't have any control over the drying temperature. But we have made a significant improvement in the system so that the temperature of drying can be controlled even if it is a biomass dryer using a biomass furnace and a small blower. Then we have given a temperature sensor in the drying chamber. Then we have a control. As and when there is a temperature, required temperature, that is set temperature attained in your drying chamber, this control system can control your blower, which is giving the air to the biomass furnace. So through that, as this can be switch on, switch off at any time, so the temperature can be at max we can manage within plus or minus 2 degrees Celsius. It can be managed. Then this is also we have commercialized. It can be used about 30 to 40 kg of fish can be dried here. Then we are also working on a couple of other things in the same drying line. We have a multi-purpose solar thermal conversion system which can give drying, hot water generation, also a solar lighting. So we also work on hybrid photovoltaic thermal systems. So hybrid photovoltaic means we have a solar PV panels for electricity purpose. We have separate solar thermal collectors. It can be air collector or water collector. It can be used for our drying studies. But we have combined together, that is called hybrid PVT, photovoltaic as well as thermal system, in which the energy requirement for running the fan will be taken for electricity purpose. The water will be heated and it will be sent to the radiator, and then we will get the drying air through the same system. So both the things can be met, and this type of systems can be used for the drying purpose. And as of now, there is no commercial models are available in the market. So we have recently developed and we could publish in high impact journals. In fact, all the dryers I was telling, a couple of dryers, solar LPG dryer, we have already filed a patent for this. I forgot to mention this. We have already filed a patent for the solar LPG hybrid dryer. Then for the infrared dryer also, we have already got the design registration. Then for also for this multi-purpose thermal system, this hybrid PVT, we have already got the funding from DST. We are working on it to develop a commercial scale level PVT systems. Then I have already mentioned we are working on continuous IR system. So you can see it here. This is a prototype what you are seeing. So this also from Ministry of Food Processing Industries. We have got funding and we have almost completed the project in last March. So in nutshell, what are the benefits of the dryers what we are working at CAFG? Basically, the technology is green technology, lesser pollution, the drying rate is faster, spoilage is less, we are having the uniformly dried without the flies, pest, other attacks, and we can save the labor. If we are doing a open sun drying thing, somebody has to go there and then they have to turn the fishes once in a while. But here, once we keep it as a thin layer in the drying trays, we no need to shift it, so that labor saving can be obtained. Then hygienic drying is possible, and we are using all SS stainless steel material. No issue with the contamination and other things. In fact, we can also fabricate and supply the commercial model of dryers, and we are doing already. Then other thing is that in the line with drying, we have developed an automatic information support system for the dryers. Some of you may be aware, the person who is doing in drying, especially doing research on drying, will have difficulty in collecting data. Any drying process, we should be, especially for the agricultural commodities, temperature is the important parameter, then relative humidity, air velocity. In addition, we also wanted to study the drying kinetics, model the drying behavior. So we want to also evaluate what is the collected efficiency, drying efficiency. For all those things, somebody has to manually go there and take the data, or you have to employ the data loggers. So the data will be logged. It can be in this SD card, or sometimes it is connected to desktop also we can get. But here what we have done is, we have done a SMS alert system. So here you will be able to take data on what is the temperature, relative humidity, air velocity. In addition, we also get what is the weight loss. For a sample material, we will get the weight loss. Once the weight loss is taken, it will be put into the equation we have already programmed in the Arduino. So basically, we have used here one Arduino board. There is a display. When we have written algorithm, we have put in one microcontroller is there. And in addition, for sending the SMS alerts, we have a GSM module here. So the thing is that this is already existing things, but for the application side, for the drying purpose, we have done for the first time. So in this GSM module, all the data will be taken, and at the sent intervals, it can send what is the weight loss of the product, what is the drying conditions, and how much it is dried to the user, whoever is using the dryer. Say any layman, common man is using the dryer also, he will get the SMS alerts in his mobile that the material has been dried 50% or it is over, you can come and take it. So such things can be done here. We have got the copyright for this system. Then we have also done some couple of energy analysis to compare our own dryers, different capacities and different backup systems. Then we have found there is a lot of savings in the energy and the cost. Then we have also got different awards for our renewable energy initiatives in the fishery side. So our former director, ICAR-Central, has received an award from Honorable Chief Minister, Government of Kerala. We also got Scotch Award. We also got some award from low cost technology award from AFSTA. Then we also regularly do DPRs, detailed project report we do to the clients, and then we give it. That is done in connection with our ABI section. Then the second portion, other than the dryers, we are working on development of non-destructive, non-invasive fish freshness sensor. So now the fish freshness is basically identified by the individuals on subjective basis. That is, your sensory organs are used, and the threshold level of the individuals of the sensory organ is different. In fact, the individual is going on different days, will have a different type of fish, and there is a possibility that they may bring good fish or bad fish. So we thought we have to develop an objective system. That should be an instrumental system which gives the results always pakka. So what we have done, we have taken here the fish eye as a parameter, the spoilage indicating parameter here, fish eye. So this is basically we are trying to mimic the field conditions. So we are doing the ice storage. In fact, we have already developed a portable device. You can see from top side corner. This is the device what we have developed. So this is basically the fish eye color changes with respect to the storage. So we have identified that with respect to the pixel count change, that is through image processing. Then also we have done the lab analysis simultaneously, and then we cross-validated. As and when this lab analysis says that the fish is spoiled or it is safe for consumption or it is extremely fresh, then we have found the pixel count, then we classified. And we have done the algorithm and put it in this device. So when this device is switched on, we will have a selection menu. You can select what type of fish you want to assess. The fish can be kept here and put it inside. The eye image will be captured, it will be processed, and it will be displayed. So you can see the visible changes in eye color when it is stored in the eyes. So this is how the pixel count is taken. So from this, we should be able to differentiate the fishes. The fish is very fresh, or the fish is moderately fresh, or the fish is spoiled, based on the pixel counts. In fact, now we have got a funding from Ministry of Food Processing Industries to work on the device as well as mobile application. We are already into it, and soon by next 1 year we will be able to bring out the mobile application on this area. Then other area what we are working is on the energy and water use optimization in the seafood industries. So basically in the seafood industries they are using lots of energy. So they have different type of equipments. Basically the seafood industries, the refrigeration, air conditioning is the major load. So for that they have different parts, compressor, condensers, pumps, and they also have a general lighting, AC and all those things. There we understood that the maximum energy requirement is on the compressor, that is for the refrigeration purposes. So we have taken 3 different seafood industries located at Kochi. Then we have tried to do energy monitoring. That is, we have got the smart energy meters. We have put into their system. So what we have done, we have taken energy meters, smart energy meters, and we have found what is their major load. The freezing is major load. Then they are storing the frozen products there. Then there are some auxiliary storage systems. Then for the particular processing line, we have found out where the energy is maximum required. Then we have done the real-time data as well as we have also taken the historical data. Then by doing the statistical analysis, we have done the benchmarking. So for the particular process, for the particular equipment, how much energy is basically required. If not, we have an alarm system. So we are through that the SMS or the vibration sort of things will be sent to the user there. The quality manager, whoever is in charge, they will get there is a mismatch. Either the production is not up to the mark or the equipment is not handled properly. So not only for energy, we are also doing for the water purpose. You can see the energy meters, what we have fixed in the seafood industries. Also, you can see the water flow meters, how much water is used for the particular process, how much capacity they are doing, that they have to load it. So we have a system here. We have a software system from our side. There is a hardware placed there, through which, through remotely, we can get all the information to our desktop. So how much production they will be updating every day. Energy consumption, it will be automatically coming to us. Then this type of graphs will be generated. So how much is the specific energy consumption, what is the energy consumed, what is the production on day wise, we will be able to get it. So from here we have done the analysis and we have done the benchmarking, and now we have developed an alert system which can give you information to them that this is not properly handled or any issues are there, they have to check it. So such things also we are working. In fact, we are going to publish a manual on this, the guidelines for seafood industries on energy and water use optimization. In addition, we have developed a couple of small devices. One of that is small PV Peltier based cooling system. So here we have used a small Peltier module in which the 12-volt Peltier module we have used. The area of cooling will be about 5 liters. When the electricity is given to the Peltier module, the module will generate one side heat, another side will be cold. As much as the cooling you want, that much amount of heat has to be removed from the other side with heat sinks. So when we have done a small prototype, this is not a commercial one. We have developed with using thermocol and cardboard box, and we have found it that the system is working. And when we wanted to take up as a commercial scale, there are some disadvantages because the efficiency of the system is only 10% compared to other conventional refrigeration systems. Vapor compression systems, absorption systems, adsorption systems, then the latest CO2 systems. When we compare it, this system is having only 10% is the efficiency. In addition, the only advantage with this is that this is called a solid state refrigeration system. That means there is no moving parts. It can be easily fixed and then it can be used. Then we are also working now. In fact, we have developed a device also for live fish transportation. So we have done it for Nile tilapia. We have done a couple of studies. You can see here, this is a live fish transportation container. So here what we do, we are trying to reduce the water temperature to less than 20 degrees Celsius by using the ice and water slurry in the double jacketed container. You can see this is a container. In between this container, there is a gap in which the slurry will be used so that the main water temperature will come down. Then we have a space for aeration as well as we have bottom, there is a mesh tray for filtration. So all the waste will be filtered and stored in the bottom. Aeration will be done through the aerators with the battery setup. So in fact, we have got the design registration for this live fish transport container. And we are now working on the latest model of the same thing that can be used for long travel. That is long distance transportation also. We have got a DST funding. Presently, we are working. In addition to that, initially I was selling some equipments and gadgets. So such things are the fish descaling machine, the meat bone separators, fish meal plant, all those things. So you can find here, we have a fish descaling machine and operated as well as motorized. And operated means about 3 to 5 kg of fish can be loaded here. And this is meant for only small size of fishes, because big size fish we are not recommending. Because our main aim is to reduce the drudgery of the people who are doing the descaling, especially the fisher folks, women who are working on the roadside, who are in the fish markets. They are finding it difficult to clean the fish. And only small fishes, say 3 kg of small fishes, 50 numbers we are having each, and one has to be taken out and cleaned. Or we have a 2 kg single fish, the descaling will be easier. So that is meant for only small size of fishes. So this system, we have to slowly rotate the drum with the handle. Then within 3 to 5 minutes, we will be able to remove the 5 kg of fish. That means 3 to 5 kg of fish, the scales can be removed up to 95 to 98%. However, 1 or 2% of fish on the head and tail, something while cutting, it has to be removed. Then we also have the same system motorized. Here, about 7 to 10 kg of fish can be loaded here. The total volume is for 10 kg. We recommend it to load it only 75%. So 5 to 7 kg also can be loaded. And here the rotation is already fixed. About 20 to 30 RPM it will be rotating. The cost here given wrongly, 50,000. In fact, after the empanelment, we have brought down this cost to 12,500 rupees. So these descaling machines also, in fact, we are commercializing. It is also there all over the country. We also have a variable speed. Here the speed can be controlled and more capacity can be used here. Then we are also working on a new, the drawback with the existing descaling machine is that the cleaning is slightly difficult. So here what we have done, a dismantleable type, a commercial model, we are working on it. Still the work is going on. Then we have, we already had fish meat bone separated here, fish meal plant, it was already there here, we are working on it. Then the electronic gadgets I was referring, these are all the things are developed in 80s and 90s. So when we don't have the smartphone and the latest techniques, those days the scientists of engineering division has developed navigation light control system for the vessels, rheometer, multi-channel freezer temperature monitor and alarm systems, salinity temperature depth meter, temperature controller, fishing logs, water accumulator, all those gadgets were developed in the past under the engineering division. And also we have developed a fish vending kiosk. In fact, now, as of now, we have given about 40 numbers across Kerala. In addition, now we are discussing with NFDB to give this kiosk to all over the country. So here, this is meant for actually, the fishes are sold in the market in the open condition. So this practice itself is an unhygienic practice. In addition, there are a lot of flies and other water and all those things. So we thought of modernizing it. Then we have done this system with normal, our vapor compression refrigeration system is there. The fish can be kept under chilled condition. About 2 to 3 degrees Celsius, the fish can be kept here. Then we are giving as a package, the descaling machine. The other one is the cutting table. What you can see it here is a cutting table. This is basically a fish display chamber, the chilled chamber, then descaling machine altogether. We have put also a signboard. Anybody who walks in can see what type of fish I am selling, what is the rate. Then upon selection, it will be taken to descaling machine. If required, it will be descaled, gutted, cleaned, and then given as a fresh fish, as for ready to cook type. So this system, we have already got the design registration in 2019. This is costing around 55,000 plus GST. And about 30 to 40 kg of fish can be displayed. Here with respect to fish, it may change. If it is a shrimp and other things, it may occupy more area. That can be about 20-30 kg can be loaded here. So as of now, the commercialized already model is having the electricity has to be plugged in. Whereas now recently we have developed with a solar system. You can see. So this anybody want to take it outside in the evening hours or early morning time, they can take this system outside. It's a pull car type of thing. It can be taken out. And then the energy required for the refrigeration will be met from the solar only. So this system also we are working on it. Some experiments are going on. Once it is finalized, it will be also commercialized. And this cost is expected to be around 90,000 to 1 lakh rupees. So these are some of the inauguration things. Then as I told, we are already working on the fish feed dispenser, the left side one. And in connection with the fish freshness sensor, we have already started working on the front end development. In fact, back end also we have started doing some work. Then we have a ABA section. How our activities have actually turned into a real life commercialization, as well as somebody getting benefited. Eventually, our clients, the fisher folks, are getting benefited. How our dryers, kiosks are benefited through our ABA section. We are trying to commercialize this. We used to train them. So you can see there are different brands are available here. Dry fish brands you can see here. So these are the people who are our incubators. They basically come here for getting training. So we organize 2 to 3 days training program on hygienic drying of fish. So under that we have different experts. So they will talk on different areas. Also we will give a hands-on training to them. So upon completion of training, they will join here as an incubator in our ABA section. So they will be given the facility of our dryers for 6 months to 1 year. So they will regularly come here, get dried. They will be using our FSI number during that time. Then they will try to sell it outside. Once they are able to sell it, they have a demand for that. They will eventually go for taking up our dryer from the empaneled agencies. After taking up, they will have their own GST number. They will have their own FSI license, and they will go with their own brands, and then they used to launch the product. At present, we have at least 15 brands are there in the market. They are incubated from CAFT engineering division. So you can see different products. Then these are some of the photographs of our training programs. Not only dryers, in fact, kiosks, descaling machine also we are giving. This is when we have our honorable DG here. So we have launched the products of our incubators here. The top side left side top corner, you can see the photograph of our honorable DG ICR, the inauguration of the products from our incubators, and a couple of photos of installation, inauguration of dryers. Then we also regularly conduct training. In fact, we conduct some of the other international training programs. In fact, from last time we conducted an ITEC training program, we had a participant from Africa. Then he was very much interested in our fish descaling machine. So we have given the technical details to them. So he went back to his country, and then he has developed a descaling machine. You can see from right side top. So they are very much happy with the descaling machine. So this is our outside country also. They are some of our works. Then the left side top corner, you can find a store, the shop, dry fish shop. So this is also established by our incubator of our division. So here they are basically selling all the dried fishes in a just like a bakery startup setup. So people, when they go there, they are tempted to purchase more. In fact, anything they want, they will have in their mind. They are tempted to purchase other things. So it is hygienically dried and displayed. So these are some other training programs. This is about the fish vending kiosk. So a couple of newspaper cuttings on our work. So thank you. With this, I am ending my session on the innovations on fishery engineering.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Now, if the participants have any questions, they may ask right now, or any interaction. Let me turn on the microphones. Please ask the questions if you may have any. You can send them over in chat also. Any questions to sir or pertaining to the topic or interaction you would want to do?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I'm Vikas Kumapati from IoT, Bhubaneswar.
Yes, sir.
Sir, we purchased one solar dried CIFT design
Okay.
dryer for our college.
Okay.
What is your suggestion when we actually placed over the roof?
Okay.
Due to heavy cyclone, you know, the coastal Odisha is always prone to cyclones.
Yeah.
The instrument is totally devastated. So what is your suggestion to fix the instrument?
Suggestion is we can try one thing, that the drying chamber can be placed inside your rooms. Any rooms or shed is there, the drying chamber can be placed. So only the collector portion can be kept under the roof. Any one roof it can be placed, or even the terrace. Otherwise, this is basically a solar dryer. Eventually, you have to have the system in the outside only. So there is no other way. Otherwise, the dryer can be used as a electrical dryer. Then there won't be any use of solar collectors. So it has to be placed in the open condition only. Only the collector can be placed outside.
Sir, in that line, I was also thinking. So I think it is better to keep on the ground, not on the roof.
Yeah, that is possible. Only it has to be exposed to the sunshine. That much only. Not necessarily on the rooftop. It can be even kept under outside. As and when anything, it can be dismantled and put it in the any godown or some studies there, it can be put. That is possible, sir.
So there, sir, what is the way to control the relative humidity?
Sir, relative humidity, actually when you
Sir,
mark the...
Sir, just 1 minute. Why I'm asking, there is not provision of temperature control there.
Temperature control is there, no?
No, it's not automatic, no?
No,
Manually
it is there. It is automated. You have to set it. We can set the temperature.
Okay. I think that was
Whatever
the problem.
dryers I was discussing, sir, those things only we have empaneled it. And through our empanel agency, the same design is given.
Yes,
the
yes.
dryer-
From your Empalon Energy from Thrissur, I think. Thrissur.
Yeah. But we have a control unit. From that, we can able to set the temperature, 50, 60, whatever temperature we can set. Accordingly, when sunshine is there, it will take from solar. Otherwise, the heating coil automatically will run and then maintain the temperature. So that is how we have done all the dryers. But your question was on RH, no, so relative humidity.
Yes,
no?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Relative humidity, we have not kept the sensor. In fact, if we want a relative humidity, again the costing will increase. In addition, this is a solar system. So as and when the weather changes, there will be a difference in RH. The RH will fluctuate. So we cannot fully rely on RH to control the exhaust fan and other things. So that's why we have not kept. But for any research purpose, experimental purpose we want means it can be placed. And RH can be controlled accordingly. The exhaust can be opened. Otherwise, the hot air, whatever generated inside also will be thrown out every time. So we can set, suppose anything above 70% RH only, the exhaust can be opened. So like that, we can put the RH sensor and then control the fan circulation and other things. As such, you want to remove the moisture from the drying air, we have to go for dehumidifiers. There are different dehumidifiers are there, or we can go for a desiccant-based dehumidifiers, or we can also go for other type of commercially available dehumidifying systems. So when we put that, we can easily regulate the RH.
Sir. So that's why we have we shifted that machinery and that chamber to our inside room.
Okay, sir. Okay.
And the panel we fixed it outside in the ground.
That will be fine, sir. Because we don't need to keep the entire unit outside. The drying chamber can be inside the room. Only the piping will go out, and then it can be kept in the ground also. The panels can be kept in the ground, then we can get the supply.
Sir. So accordingly, we made actually due to that incident, we changed it accordingly. Now it's working.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Any other question or interaction you might have? Mostly thank you. Dr. Ashwini Kumar said a thank you. Any other question you might have, participants, for our esteemed guest? We have a few minutes. If not, we can consider the session to be concluded. On behalf of the participants and on behalf of the organizing committee, would want to extend our heartfelt gratitude to you, sir, for being with us. So thank you. We look forward to future interactions with you. Thank you very much, sir, for being with us.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for the invitation.